Hello everybody and welcome to the 12th stage of the Vuelta, 175 kilometers today between Jaén and Córdoba, a stage for the daring after Primož Roglič showed his authority yesterday. 2 hills towards the finish in order to eliminate the remaining sprinters. It should be a small group fighting it out for the stage win on the line unless a strong man manages to emerge on the final climb. As expected, the start of the stage was very fast at more than 50 kilometers an hour on average, going slightly downhill. So 60 kilometers swallowed up in just over an hour without a single break forming. They keep trying though, and 8 men are out in front approaching the final 80 kilometers. Julian Amasqueta, a breakaway specialist for Caja Rural, Euskaltel have a rider up there in Mikel Iturria, AG2R Citroën are represented by Stan de Wolf, DSM are in the mix with Chad Haga, Sander Arme, the Belgian, rides for Quebecer Next Hash. Max van Hils represents Lotto Soudal, Sebastian Buick, the Australian for Israel Startup Nation, is also in the group, and finally Jetse Bol has got in another break. In the peloton, several teams are helping out the red jersey team, notably Jumbo-Visma and UAE Team Emirates. The lead has broken through the minute barrier for the leading riders, still flying along at more than 50 kilometers an hour on average. The first difficulty of the day is coming up. As the climb of Alto de San Jerónimo begins, Chad Haga loses contact with the rest of the break. But the lead is growing for the 7 riders still out there with more than 1 minute 47 kilometers from the summit. The peloton have released the pressure. The heat, the gradient and the pace make it jumpy again. Carapaz is soon left behind on the climb and several favourites will hit the floor.
Oh, there's a crash on this right-hander. And a load of riders have gone into the ditch. Some Jumbo-Visma riders are there.
Progressively, Roglič and his teammates manage to work their way back, while Yates and several Ineos Grenadiers teammates do the same. At the front of the stage at Alto de Jerónimo, it's Mikel Iturria who goes on the attack. He picks up an advantage of a few seconds, but then is soon back in the leading group of 7. The peloton are chasing hard, with Córdoba under 30 kilometers away. The gap has dropped to only 30 seconds and the breakaway seems doomed. The riders start to sit up at the front. Though Max van Hils keeps going and has a 20-second lead on the final climb of the day, only for the peloton to react quickly. Jonathan Lastra is the first on the attack, soon emulated by Giulio Ciccone and Jay Vine of Alpecin Phoenix, joined by Sergio Henao and Romain Bardet in a leading quartet. 18 kilometers from the finish, the 4 men have a lead of almost 30 seconds. Bardet leads at the summit of the Alto as it reaches 14% and picks up 5 points in the best climbers race. The peloton is riding fast and chasing in the final 5 kilometers, meaning the leading quartet can almost feel the breath of the peloton on their backs.
Jay Vine is caught. Here goes the team of EF Education Nipo, getting ready on the wheel with Magnus Cort. They're getting ready to unleash it. Right on the wheel for De Koenig Quickstep. It looks like it is Baggioli getting set for a big sprint win here. And there's a gap back to the team of Bike Exchange. Matthews doesn't quite have it. Here goes Magnus Cort. Magnus Cort launches for the line now, making his way round to try and take it on the line. It's going to be a photograph. Who's going to take it? It's Magnus Cort. Wins another stage of La Vuelta. What a finish.
Even though I felt the legs a little bit from yesterday, I managed to get over the 2 climbs, and in the end, Jens Kykela, he did a very amazing job delivering me perfectly for the sprint.
A second stage win for Kort Nielsen on the Vuelta in the bunch sprint. The quickest man in the field, Jakobsen, wasn't in it. Baggioli played his lone hand well to finish second ahead of Matthews and Trentin. Felix Großschartner took part in the sprint and finished 6th. In the GC, no changes today as the favourites came home together. No worries then for Odd Christian Eiking, who will wear the red jersey for a 3rd day running. Kort Nielsen is in it when it comes to the point standings as he's taken 2nd from Roglič and is 66 points back from Jakobsen. He could be a big rival for the Dutchman in his quest for the green jersey. The best climbers jersey is still on Damiano Caruso's back, but Romain Bardet took 5 precious points today and the gap in the polka dot jersey standings is down to 4 points. Finally, Egan Bernal is still in the white jersey as the best young rider ahead of Vlasov. Tomorrow's 13th stage is one for the sprinters, a flat stage with no great difficulties. More than 200 kilometers, it's the longest stage of the Vuelta into Villanueva de la Serena. Kort Nielsen may have to fight it out with Jakobsen.